Everyone around you will say something to you that caring is weakness, but it's not. Caring is not weakness at all. The actual weakness is to grip it. It's not even weakness, it's a human nature, and that human nature is what I have. I have gripped my exam results, I have gripped someone's text, I have gripped many expectations that I had from myself, and that hurts a lot when you don't get what you expected of. Whenever you try to address this problem, everyone will around you will always say, let it happen, let it go, stop expecting things. It's like saying to a thirsty person in a desert to drink water. What? It's not possible, because we are human and we are supposed to care. And if you're caring, it's completely fine. The problem arises when you're attached to the result a lot. And a little bit of attachment is completely fine, right? Because again, you're a human, it's completely fine. But when you get too attached, you can get detached from it, right? It has a solution. I am making this video because I have experienced it to a certain higher god level. It's a lot stressful situation to be in. In 10th class, I haven't scored. I had not scored as much as I had expected myself. I had thought that I would top my class because I was working so much hard. But I was like at the lowest position I could get. And that broke me, like it broke me completely. Because I had expected it to be much higher. I was working hard, and as more as I work hard, my expectations in my mind about my result was getting increased day by day. And when I didn't got that result, my expectation broke, and it felt like that whatever I did was a waste. But let me tell you, whatever you did in your life, if you had an attachment to anything, single thing, and you didn't get the result, whatever you did for that thing was never waste, would never be a waste. The only waste in your life would be expectations to anything. Even if you win in that result, even if you fail in that result, it really doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter a lot. It doesn't even matter a little bit. It doesn't matter even if you win, literally, because in the end, you'll always get different type of outcomes. You'll always get different results. You're not gonna get everyone around you. You know why this keeps happening around you? Because in our life, we have been told that if we work hard, we'll get success. If we'll work hard, then we'll get success. If we do this certain thing, we'll get this. If we are good, we'll get life will be fair to us. That's not true, bro. Like, I have realized this after a long time when I got the biggest downfall this year, 11th grade. 11th grade is pretty hard. It's a lot harder than whatever we were doing in 10th grade. And when I saw my mock test results, I was completely devastated. Most of the thing I couldn't understand because they were so vast, so deep. In maths, I couldn't understand. For mock test, I scored bad. For second mock test, I really worked hard. I really worked hard. I had decided that I would score the best. I didn't. I even scored lesser than what I had scored before in my first mock test. And that is like complete devastating. First you got that shit ass board result, then you got bad mock test results, then when you worked hard for that mock test, you got even badder results. Like, and when I saw those results, I cried. I was completely devastated with it. But I have realized this. In this grade, if I kept expecting myself to get a certain result, I'll always be sad in my life. I'll always think that I'm a failure because I'm never gonna get the result what I have expected of. Because this exam is tough and I'm being prepared for it. Same for you. Whatever the result you're attached to, just think about it. Just think about the process. You don't let it go. You don't say let it happen, I really don't care, I won't study, or I that person because I really don't care about it at all. Now I wanna ask you a real question. Whatever thing you're attached to, let's say it doesn't happen tomorrow. I don't mean to, broke you. Like, it might feel uncomfortable thinking about the thing that you have gripped so much hardly, and whenever you think about losing it, it makes you feel a little uncomfortable. It makes me too. But let's say it doesn't happen. Would you change? I would, because I would start crying. I would not eat food. I for my best thing, for the thing that I have been working hard for, if it doesn't happen. But it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter whether you get that result, whether you don't. It really, really doesn't matter, because it's not in your control. You cannot control it. You cannot control what your outcome is. People say this life is constant life. If you do this, you'll get this. It's not possible every single time. And that's how you stop expecting. You have to just expect that. Sorry, you. Now, here's one practical thing I do to get rid of it, to get rid of such deep attachment. The thing I do is that whenever I expect a lot, whenever I'm attached to anything, like for example, my mock test is also coming, I'll get attached to the result. I'll think, when I'll work hard, when I'll put the work, I'll think, oh, I'm gonna get this result, I'm gonna score this much. Whenever I start think like this, first thing is to realize that you're thinking about this. First thing is to realize and to accept that you're attached to it. If you're not accepting the fact that you're attached to a certain exam or a certain person, you're not gonna get detached over it. So just accept the fact. And second thing is, whenever you know that you're attached to a certain thing, just think the worst case and the best case. Just think about those two cases. What the best could have imagined, what the worst could have imagined. Like, imagine the worst case. Like, the worst case ever. For example, for me, what could be the worst case? I scored in negative. That would be my worst case in my mock test. That I scored negative marks. Like, that's something that I would never expect. So I always think about this. I'm gonna score negative marks. So I have to work hard. I'll work hard. I keep working hard. I really don't care, because I care about the result, but I care it so much deeply that I know that I'll get the bad result. Like, do you get what I mean? What I mean is that I'm gonna give my exam. I'm gonna work hard for it. First of all, letting go, getting detached is not about getting detached from the hard work that you're doing. Okay, you don't get detached from the thing that you're working for. You just get detached from the result. You have to get attached for the process. You love the process. You cannot live without it. Let's say you cannot live without it. You really don't care. Even if you cannot live without it, even if you work for it for 1 month and it doesn't happen, it really doesn't matter, because you haven't even expected it. You would expected the worst case ever. It's like saying, I did my part, the rest is gonna happen on its own. I really don't care, because that result is not in your hands. You cannot control it. The only thing you can control is that you work hard. We get so attached to the result that it feels depressing about thinking about not getting to that position. Whenever I think about I'm getting a negative marking, it just scares me, and I work hard for it. And I always think that even when I'm going to sleep, I think about the worst case that could happen. Like, let's say I couldn't even give my exam. That's the worst thing that could happen, and that's a bad thing, obviously. But at least you're happy when you get the result, right? You just work hard for it, because you just expect the worst case, and then you work for it, and you have worked for it, and you have got a better result, because you know that you are going to score good. You just expect bad. That's simple. That's what I do. I just expect the bad thing that would happen, and that's a part of my overthinking. But it works every time. I do not get sad about the things that I don't get at all. And first thing is to always realize what worst could happen. What are the things? First thing is to realize what are the things that you're attached to. Second thing is to realize what is the worst case that could happen. You are in a desert. You want to give an exam, but you are in a desert. That's the worst case you can happen. But you know it won't happen, right? you know that it won't happen, so you do not imagine such a kind of worst case. You expect a case that would make you sad. Okay, you do not expect oh, if I went to such a location and if I do not get the water, I would have to drink from the mud water. That's not what you expect, right? Only thing that you expect in that case is that you do not get the water, you stay thirsty, and then you'll walk tirelessly. That's how you carry up a bottle, right? Because you expected the worst case possible, and that's how you feel prepared. Like it's only thing I do. I care deeply about my result because I'm working hard for it, but I'll always think that only the bad thing could happen. It's not thinking negative, first of all. It's not about thinking negative. You do not think that only the bad things would happen with me. You only expect it. Good things are always gonna happen. Good thing is going to happen because you're working for it. Because you're expecting bad, but you're working for it, right? So good thing is going to happen, but you expect the result as bad. And when you expect it as bad and you get a good result, you're like, whoa, good. It really doesn't matter. Just do your work and do not expect anything, because that is blank, obviously. I didn't mean that. Do not expect anything. Just do not get it to your grip. Just do not let anything happen to your head. I'm pretty sure you have heard about LSLU. She said that what is there to lose? We have a lot of things to lose, actually. She was born rich. I don't know if she was, but I have a lot of things to lose. But I really don't care. I have things to do. I have things to do now. And I'll always work for it. Even though I do not care what is going to happen in the future. I am doing my work and I expect the worst. It's just simple as that. And either you expect the worst or you just don't expect anything. Just do any of things. Don't expect the best or the best. You work hard and you think that you're gonna get the first position in the class. And what if you don't? You're gonna get sad, right? So that is what I simply do. And you can do it too. Like just try it once and maybe it would work. And I'm not gonna say that it always works for me. Like I'm not gonna say that I'm not attached to anything anymore, because obviously I'm a human again and I'm not a robot and I cannot just change myself so easily. So I'm just trying it and I'm struggling with it a lot. And I'm pretty sure you can do it as well. Just do your thing. Just do whatever you have to do and go on with it. So this was all from my video and I hope you guys like it. And even I had yapped a lot and I told you my thing that I use, and I hope that it would work for you as well. And do not expect things for this event. Till then, bye bye.